What's up, YouTube? Today, I coached a Platinum ADC who had a Troll Evelyn support. He was asking me what he was supposed to do with this basically useless support. So I gave him some advice, and hopefully you guys find it useful for your games, because I'm sure you guys have all played with some kind of troll support one time or another, you know? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the coaching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Good. So, Mr. Fishy Chips, why have you come to see me today?
Yeah, so I've been having... So I used to play League a lot, like Season 4, and it's been like then I took a long break, played TFT, played casually, and I'm now trying to rank. So I've been having some roadblocks in my performance. I've been just relearning like a lot of the game mechanics, better wave management, and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like it's just... There's a couple themes I'm seeing. One, my CS is not as great as I'd like it to be. Two, I'm at times not confident about where I should be doing at certain positions of the game. And three, yeah, it just feels like I am not doing enough as I'd like to.
Okay.
Yeah, I've come to you because I've watched a lot of your coaching videos, and on and off the years, you've been someone that I've like popped in as someone that's very knowledgeable. So decided to give it a shot.
Dude, I do recognize your username. I'm pretty sure.
You do?
You've been around for a while, right?
I have been around a long time.
Yeah. The game is much different now than it was in Season 4. Season 4, which is, for the record, one of my favorite seasons, with like BT00 being a possibility, also like IE0 being a possibility. Game is very different now. That's for sure. So let's take a look. But I suspect we might have a first 15 minutes issue. You say you feel like you're not doing enough, plus CS is not feeling that great. And then just looking at your OPGG, I love the champion pool. It's small, so we know it's probably not like a champion mechanics issue, but rather like how we play the game issue. And a lot of these deaths definitely seem to come like from the laning phase. And then in today's League of Legends, it's not like Season 4. Like sometimes lose lane, that's okay. Today it's like in lane, that's the game for a lot of these games. I'm sure you can tell. So let's which of these you want to start with?
Let's do the Lucian lost 2-3.
Okay, I think let's see. Lucian is good. He did just get nerfed. Is this patch, right?
Yes, I didn't even know he got nerfed. Something.
Oh yeah. He was OP, and then he got nerfed. He got nerfed for cooldown, I believe, for early game. So still, I think acceptable, but let me see. We can take a look. Still acceptable, but he was by and far the best ADC. Okay, he's still pretty good. The last patch, he was like by far the best ADC. So they like kind of tapped down his power a little bit. You have Eve support.
Yeah, this was this is a great question about like dealing with unconventional supports and what can I do to optimize my situation, because this comes, I'm sure, with everyone that would watch this. This happens all the time.
This is a big XDD. Okay, so first off is I'll just give you like a trick we can do. Okay. And then the second thing I'm gonna tell you is like a mindset thing. Okay, so first is what is the issue with having like a useless support level 1? Like you walk into lane, and what's the worst thing they could possibly do?
They could either feed or try to engage aggressively.
So besides, sorry. I meant enemy bot lane. Sorry. What can the enemy bot lane just do, and then you can't play the game?
They cheese us.
Yeah, they cheese you in the bush, right? This thing right here. Okay, the way you prevent this every game, you just run straight and ward this middle bush immediately, and then there's no cheese possible. I don't know if you watch my games, I do this almost every game, right?
Okay, I do that 70% of the time. Yeah.
Yes. So anytime they have a range support, basically, you just gotta do it. If they have like Alistar, Leona, or whatever, you could probably get away with not doing it and just claim you win the level 1 push anyways. But this is unplayable. They're gonna sit in that bush. There's nothing you can do. You can't even walk up, right? Straight up.
Okay.
Can't walk up. Can't fight. Sure. You get zoned. I don't know what to do. Second, this guy's trolling. What does winning look like this game? What does winning lane in quotations look like?
Just killing the enemy AD and support a bunch of times, getting plates, getting the turret. It seems like this is like a high risk, high reward situation where Eve can pop off, get fed, and carry, but not playing the role as a support.
Yeah, is it realistic for you guys to be killing them in this lane? What do you think?
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah. So what's realistically how can you be quote unquote winning on average? Like, what does a win look like? We gotta set our mindset here because
Yeah.
if you go like, hey, I want to try and kill them, you're gonna have a bad time.
Right. A winning scenario is just like breaking out even and not dying and not.
Yes, exactly. I'm fucking saying I go down 20 CS and not die. I'm happy, bro. Like this is completely cooked. You know. So you have to set your expectations at the beginning because not all matchups are winnable. Right? Let's say you're playing Lucian Nami and they're the one with Eve support. Okay, winning looks like fucking diving them and killing them, right? And then we have the Eve support and they're playing like Kaisa and Nico, who's in that bush, by the way. She's going to throw a Q at you. Oh, no, maybe she based. Then, there's the Q. Then winning is like surviving. Okay?
Right.
So we watch this and you try and fight them at any point of the lane, 1v2, and you get cooked in the trade with Eve AFK, then we know we're doing something wrong, right?
Okay.
So let's keep watching this. I'll probably speed along a little bit because let's see. How do we hit the minion when she has Q? Okay, nice. Good dodge. We lost the minion. Who cares? Good. They hit level 2 here. There is a trick I can teach you really quick, but it doesn't look like it's relevant here. If they're about to hit 2, this is kind of too late, but if you hit her, you can drag these 6 minions towards your tower.
I did just see a video about that yesterday, but yes.
Is that my video or is that someone else's?
I don't remember. I've been watching so much.
Okay. Yeah, I did.
Probably yours.
Yeah, you could do that. So, but that's how you prevent this. Because now you're like, oh, I felt like I had to walk up, and then you got hit because they ran you down, right? So,
on that topic, is it I should try to do that as soon as possible? Or
yes. When you realize you're losing, you're like, oh fuck, it's not contestable. Like try and hit her and then run. You know.
Okay.
The goal is to take like a slightly bad trade to fix your wave, but yeah, the other alternative is just AFK, but that doesn't feel very good. Like AFK being like you cannot walk up at all, you stand at the tower, maybe you lose like 1 minute's worth of XP. That doesn't feel good though, so I'm down to pull. But this is like probably one of the worst case scenarios where we just get hit completely, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, let's keep watching. I mean, this is... and Mundo's pathing away, but even if Mundo is pathing towards you, it's ungankable. Yeah, you're like, damn, what do I do?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You do nothing. That's the trick, okay? We do nothing.
Okay.
You minimize interaction with the enemy bot lane. You let them push in 24/7. You just try and not lose your HP, okay? So if there's anything we've done wrong, it's you've taken damage. That's all, okay? You're not supposed to win or anything like that. You have to wait for Eve to do something useful, which she will not do for, I don't know, 6 levels, right? But maybe when she hits level 6, she becomes a demon. You know, that's probably the power in Eve support. If there is a power in Eve support. You're clicking, you're like pinging, let's fight this guy. Does this look fightable?
No,
not at all. Not at all. Okay, we don't want to do anything.
I wasn't pinging for a fight. I was just kind of like pinging like this person's like like posturing. But yeah, I knew that there's no way we're going to win this fight at all.
Yeah, but I think you're kind of telling your Eve to fight.
Now I remember. I pinged because I knew that was a Nico. That's what I was
Okay. Okay, sure. Okay. This is actually interesting. We do have a small opportunity here. If you think you can trick her, you can just dump everything on her face. But you're kind of low, so I'm also not down for that. But if you were looking for like tricks, you can try and the instant she like hits the tower, you can try and trade with her, right? So boom, she hit the tower. And then maybe you could like
because of her positioning, of how deep she is, that we can all in and kind of have a way out.
It's not necessarily like all in. It's like the time to hit someone is when they hit something, usually speaking, right? And if you know she's gonna hit the tower, you can scam a win. Okay, let's say it's like a tool assisted game. Okay, let's say everyone's playing perfect bots, like everyone's computers.
Yeah.
You dash in here is a big mistake, right? How come?
Because I'm just going away from my turret into them.
And then Nico will do what?
Just spammer spells onto me. Yeah.
Which one specifically? That will pretty much kill you.
The stun one.
Yeah, the root, right? So she could actually root flash or something crazy, and you actually will get instantly killed. Probably you have to burn barrier, you still die. I'm pretty sure. But how come we know she will never root here?
Because we're so close to the turret and they get aggro.
Well, look, does she even know you're about to dash in? Look! If you observe her
positioning, she's moving away.
It's just tricks. You're playing against humans.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can find tricks when they want something, that's your timing to attack. Okay, but you just kind of like walked up an auto one time. That's not gonna do anything ever. Okay, The only time it's ever gonna do something if you have like a Melio shield, a Nami W, you know. But one auto trade is fake. Okay, you need to use your spells if you want to look for a trade.
Okay.
Okay, Eve is going for a trade. This is what I'm talking about here. She's doing all this shit, and what are you trying to do here?
I'm like, do we really want to fight this?
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't fucking know, and then you get hit,
Yeah.
right? Because you
Right.
don't know. No, you know, you should know. There's no fucking way you want to fight at all.
Yeah.
No way. In fact, do you know where their jungle started? I don't even know who their jungle is, but do you know where their jungle started?
I don't even know.
But you know where your jungle started,
Yes.
and where did your jungle end up?
He's on the top side.
Yes. So, which means their jungle is probably where? Worst case scenario.
Bot side. Yeah,
Bot side. And if they're bot side and you trade, what happens?
It's gonna be a 3v2 and we're fucked.
Yeah, they're gonna dive you, right? So this is a dive. This is what's coming up next is a dive. This pretty sure this Kai'Sa missed her W. She hit a minion. Yeah, she hit a minion.
Yeah.
And the enemy jungle showed mid going bot, right? So we got problems because they're gonna fight for the crab, and now we have no HP, right? So, like I said, when I saw your OBGG, I'm like, oh, I think we have a laning issue. This is the laning issue here, right? Like we were supposed to have probably same amount of CS, if not less, but full HP. And then would you guys be able to fight this as a team? Much higher chance of fighting this, right?
Yeah. Right.
But now your team's gonna die on the crab. Not really your fault, but there are things we can do to make the situation better. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, and then you're like moving to see if you have to cover, and there's nothing here, right? Okay. Eve's trying to zone. This is just, I mean, I don't know what to say. Yeah, you need a flash. Oh, or dash, either one. Oh,
Yeah.
we're chilling. We're not chilling. Okay, so
Not chilling.
this is just, yeah. How do you feel about this?
Not good at all. No. I feel like this was a waste. I feel like there was no point in me coming here. It was gonna be a loss either way. Yeah. Just I like gave a free kill, wasted. Just this was unnecessary. I think we all went in trying to kill this Kai'Sa for no reason.
Okay, so how did this happen? Like, okay, so what was the mistake? Mistake was like kind of fighting here, but
Yeah.
what made you want to fight?
I think I'm seeing, this is my problem. I get tunnel vision. I see my support in danger, and I think like, okay, maybe I can like throw some kind of threat to scare them off, so that they don't engage or just somewhat feel scared and walk away, and that this person doesn't die.
I like that. If your teammate is in danger, the only way you can help them is if you threaten them. Enemy team, right?
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Right.
You don't have a shield. You don't have like you can't save your teammate, whatever. But you can if you can threaten to kill them, you can save your support. I like that. Okay, what is our threat as
The
Lucian?
whole team.
No, as us. Yeah, what's our threat as Lucian?
Our damage.
Yes, our damage and a full combo. Lucian full
Yes.
combo. W auto, E auto, Q auto. Okay, and so when you look at this, does our full combo is it good enough here?
No, not at all.
How come?
Because they're full HP. There's no way we're gonna do anything that's substantial.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if they were lower, I'm totally down for this. You know, if they had like no psalms and you're the one with full HP, okay, I'm hella down, right? Or let's say we have items. Maybe it's a late game scenario and you have 6 items. Okay, you're gonna one shot her, but we have no threat. That's basically it. You have the right idea, but you don't have the actual. You don't have an actual threat. You're like, we have a prop gun, and then they just stabbed us. Like look, it's like prop gun. Oh shit, we actually don't have anything here, and then we're dead, right? Okay. So, I would say this is a very common problem: is trying to save your teammates with no threat. Very common problem this season because as ADC you have no threat most of the time, right? And every time you do this, when you have no threat, then in the future you actually don't have any threat. Where the late game you're supposed to be strong, right? But every time you do this, you delay your item spikes. So then it's like, game looks giga fucked, right? Yeah. So if you feel like you can't do anything from this spot, it's it's gonna be a snowball effect. They win from bot side. The game is GG. Okay, so let's see if we could just crash this. But I think the wave is fucked, right?
Yeah.
Thank God Nico is mid, and we actually get the dragon. Maybe the game's not doomed. Oh God, we don't get the dragon.
No, we do not.
Dashing in here is ambitious. Okay, let's talk about this. Teams. This is the same thing, right? Your team is fighting. You're gonna come. You want to fight. But there's a glaring issue that we don't even have to talk about threats or anything like that right now. There's a very big issue that is just auto lost.
Yeah.
This fight is just auto lost no matter what. How come?
I mean, like they have more HP. They're already.
I'm gonna back it up. I'm gonna back it up.
Yeah.
You can tell from here.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You can tell from here.
Oh, I mean, like their Nico's gone. There's probably. I mean, we see her right there. She's right there, and jungler's missing, so he's probably already positioned for that too.
But your support and jungle are there. Isn't that even?
It's true. Yeah. Oh, our mid laner's not even there. Yeah.
Oh, where's your mid laner?
Back at base.
Literally at the Nexus. And then where's their mid laner?
Yeah. In mid.
So if a fight breaks out, what do we know?
Yeah, it's gonna be like potentially a 2v. I mean, if I'm there, 4v3. Yeah.
Yes. So, winnable?
Definitely not.
Absolutely not. So if we fast forward, a fight breaks out, and how do we react?
We go pretty aggro.
You fight. I'm like, hey, this is not winnable. Sorry. What's going on? And then you try and fight. Of course, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
And lose the dragon.
Yeah.
They're gonna she's gonna E-flash on Eve now or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We gotta run for it. Oh, that's us. So we needed to do something that wasn't that. Okay? Anything but that would have been better. Like trying to 1v1 Kai'Sa or not trying to encourage the fight or anything like that. Okay? Because if you do it there, I know for a fact you probably do it later in the game when it's going to be even more devastating, right? You guys take a 4v5, you instantly lose the Baron, for example.
Right.
So when can you take a 4v5? What do you think? We can back it up. We can talk about this a little bit, actually.
Okay.
When can you do something like this? It's related to what you... Oh, sorry. You go.
Oh, no. Go. You can finish your point. Yeah.
No. I think you had it. What were you going to say?
When I'm like monstrously ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When you have a threat, instantly kill them. Is what you said earlier. If you can actually threaten them, you can't actually threaten them.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Let's fast forward here. They're gonna crash, and then we're gonna pick up all the minions of the tower. This is just nothing going on until Eve's level 6, I think. But let's see how you fight. You're still trying to like do stuff. That's the issue, right? Look at this. Okay. You're like trying to fight in the range creeps here. No.
Yeah.
Does this look winnable?
No, absolutely not. It's actually
right.
Very
so
dangerous.
Half of the lane, from my perspective, is we just gotta set our expectations. How do we want this lane to go on average? We don't want to do anything because we have this troll support. Okay, and you're taking these fights. I mean, every time you took a fight, it was probably a mistake, right? And then because of this, you lose HP, and because you lose HP, you couldn't 4v4 in the river, and you try to 4v4 in the river, you died. And then someone started dragging, you all died. You know, it's like completely unplayable. Right. So we need to keep our health bar high no matter what. Okay. Also, how did Eve die? Sorry. Oh, they hit level 6 and they killed Eve. I see.
Yeah, exactly.
They were gonna kill you instead. So
yeah.
Disaster. Can we push? No mana. Disaster. Oh god. Yeah, I don't think. I think this game's over.
Yeah,
low key.
For sure.
Let's keep going. Maybe there's a comeback. There's always some kind of opportunity though. I think, especially in low elo, they're gonna do something dumb.
Yeah.
It will happen.
I always hope for.
It will happen. Okay, we're hunting. Okay. This is awkward. Oh god.
Yeah. I see the TP and I'm like, okay.
We can talk about this. Just talk about mechanical stuff.
Okay.
Lucian mechanical stuff. Was this the correct move? What do you think?
No, I should have W'd in first.
Okay, W first, and then what?
And then, if I W, maybe allowing Zoe or Eve to go in first to CC.
Why do they have to go first? Why can't you go first?
Good question.
Okay, question.
I don't know, because go ahead.
Your ulti, did it do what you wanted it to do? What did you want it to do?
I wanted to hit everything at Kai'Sa.
I agree. Okay, how come did it do what you wanted to do? Here, let's watch.
No, because the creeps are on me.
Okay, there's a minion in the way. Yes. Right. So and also watch Kai'Sa here. Is she like moving around and shit? Like she's like trying to ulti and E or whatever. So what do we know about using ulti first?
It sets the precedent of like where the direction of the ulti is going to go right away.
And then you use it when they have no more escape, because then they're just gonna.
Right.
If you use it like you use MF first, then MF ult first, then they're just gonna dash away, flash away, whatever. So it's usually used last, right? So if ulti is used last, usually, not always, but usually, then what's used first?
Every other spell.
Yeah, full combo. Okay, W auto, E auto, Q auto, and then you can use ulti, right? That would be much better, I think. So Lucian, some Lucian mechanics here, right?
Yeah.
This is cooked, and you kind of queued a minion here.
Yeah.
Were you trying to queue? Oh, I think you were trying to queue Vi or something. I'm not sure.
I honestly don't know what was there, why I queued, but yeah.
But yeah, this is GG. Unfortunately, I like the attempt though on Kaisa. I mean, I think you guys have to try. You have to try something here. If anything, you should have E'd into that bush harder, like inted harder for it. But
Really?
I think you missed all your damage, so it didn't work, right?
Yeah.
That's basically the problem.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Also, Eve missed all her damage too, so
Yeah.
not much you can do about that though. Okay, let's take a look at this. Eve is top, by the way. So how do you feel about this dragon?
Terrible. Yeah. Dude.
Right. Do you want to fight?
No, hell no.
So what do we do instead?
Just push and farm.
Yes, we need a push bot. Okay, you cannot fight because it's not winnable, especially when you're weak. And then you could have pushed bot instead and fixed their wave, but you're gonna come here and do 0 damage, right? So you're just wasting time, which is exactly what happened. I mean, even if you ulti and you can't even kill Kaisa, right? So then and then eventually you realize, oh, there's nothing I could do, right?
Yeah.
So the trick is you need to know beforehand if you wanted to fight. Okay, just like how in lane you need to know when the game started, do you want to even fight them over anything because you have an Eve support, right? This is like if the dragon starts, do you want to fight if a fight breaks out, do you want to fight?
Right.
Okay, and the key indicator every time seems to be what? Determining if we want to fight or not.
The presence of my players and the enemies.
Yes, your team. Their team will always be there. Okay, when in doubt. Your team, you literally know that your team is not here. Okay, so that's the trick. So yeah, they're all gonna show up. Your Eve is top. They see Eve is top. They're gonna react to that. They see your Eve, so they're gonna run directly at you guys, bot side. Okay. Okay, let's fast forward here. A little bit 1v1. You're trying to crash the wave. Oh god, it's not playable, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, we kind of panic used everything though.
Right.
I think if we see it later in a more even game, we should probably talk about it. But bit of a panic, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let's fast forward. Pick up all the minions. We definitely take like 1 million damage. Okay, let's see. I think this is just when we're getting pushed in. How do we minimize damage taken? What do you think?
Yes, that's I would love to talk about that. Yeah.
So how are you getting hit? What do you think?
I think I'm getting hit because I'm hugging the wall. That's minimizing like my potential to dodge. So it makes it easier for Kaisa to aim at me. I'm at that angle.
So if you didn't hug the wall, we're chilling. Well, where do you stand then?
More towards the left of the turret in this,
like here,
in the left of the mouse. Yeah, right there.
Sure. Okay, suggestion. How can you dodge this Kaisa W?
For sure. Yeah.
How come we didn't?
Reacted too slow.
Reacted too slow. Okay. Yeah. Is it a and how come we're reacting too slow?
When I watch this, I think like I'm not even anticipating that or respecting that Kaisa can do that. So then not having like, maybe even the mentality of like I'm gonna try to dodge her W, she's probably gonna shoot, or like having my finger on the E to dodge it.
You didn't even know it was coming, right?
Yeah.
So the question is, what were you doing when she did that?
I was CSing.
You were CSing, okay? So when you remember, one of the first things we said was like, "Oh, Kaisa hit the tower. Maybe you can like hit her really quick."
Yeah.
When someone wants something, when they want to hit something, that's your timing to attack, right?
Right.
And so the instant you went for this minion, what did Kaisa do? Look, boom. You went for the minion, and she just W'd me. She W'd you. So do you know what your opponent is doing at any given time? Is the question. It seems like no, right? Especially when being pushed in. You need to be hyper aware of what they're doing, because that's the entire PvP of the game, right? Yeah. Getting the actual CS, honestly, it has not mattered the entire game. I'm not gonna lie. You need to be able to know how to last hit, but then all this other stuff is gonna allow you to get more last hits or less last hits.
Okay.
Right? If you can't, if you don't know what your opponent's gonna do, you can't play, right?
Right.
So here, I mean, if she's just gonna do the same thing, right? When you want a minion, she's gonna try and hit you. Ready?
Yeah.
You want this minion, she's gonna try to hit you. Okay, you want the cannon, she's gonna try and hit you, right? Every time you touch a minion, you gotta look at her. Oh, there it is. Did you see it?
Yes.
The instant the cannon got low, she hit you, right?
Right.
Because she knew that you were gonna commit, and then you actually lasted cannon, she autoed you, right? So this guy is just trying to hit you on every opportunity possible.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like something we need to pay more attention to if you want to deal with this. Like they're harassing you when you're being pushed in, right? And you should be doing the same in reverse. You're pushing them in. You're trying to hit them when they want minions, right?
Right.
And then the opening to attack is when they hit the tower, usually speaking. Okay, let's fast forward. We go mid. Okay, let's watch this. We have one item. Finally, they throw. Maybe.
Yes. Maybe.
Okay. Winnable. You gotta dodge this VQ. Ay. Oh, nice try. We actually just cooked. Let me see this. Where's our damage? Wow. You did kind of hit the whole culling, right? Half on the Kaisa, half on Vi.
True.
We're just weak as fuck.
Yeah.
Damn. That feels bad, man. I mean, I don't know what to say except that the first 15 minutes went so bad, we couldn't even kill anyone.
Yeah.
Stuck in side lane. Yeah. This is not playable, is it?
No.
Let me see this. No. Everything's just not fightable. You have no damage.
Yeah. Right. But it's clear that even when the odds are stacked against me from the start, like I make a lot of mistakes on my end.
Right.
Which is
imagine if you were down 20 CS and then 0-0-0. Much better, right? Would be a much better situation. You actually would have killed the Vi and the Kaisa there. Probably.
Yeah.
And you start playing the game. But yeah, we can't play the game. I think instead of doing whatever this is, what should we have done?
You mean like instead of going to Dragon right here?
Yeah, let me see. Actually, why do we do Dragon? Let's go back. Oh, we're doing Dragon because Nico's dead. Oh.
Yeah, and Mundo's asking for help. Yeah.
Oh, I'm down. But he just instantly died, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, okay, we should be fighting because Nico's dead, right? But your Mundo just instantly died. That's not really your fault.
Yeah.
He took it too fast. You just gotta wait like 10 seconds. We need to fix bot, we need to fix mid, and then we could have done Dragon.
Right.
That's not your fault,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
Okay. We need to push side because Zoe's not leaving mid. Shirt. We actually have no damage. You have to have the fattest ulti of your life. Let me see. Okay. Set's TPing bot, by the way. I don't know if you know.
Oh, I just saw that.
Okay. Clear mid. Okay, here we go. Vi trolling on bubble. Oh, nice. Kill this guy. Oh, winnable. It's winnable. They're actually trolling. Okay, and then we clear mid. This Kaisa is about to all in you, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she wants that blue buff.
She's gonna literally E forward and just all in. That's what I would do. Yeah, we gotta be scared. Oh, okay, we're good. Wait. Okay, but we have no juice, by the way. Oh God. Okay, let's talk about this.
Yeah, either way I would have died.
You're just like fighting just because Eve is fighting again, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Where's our juice?
It ain't there. I mean, I have 1,800 gold. I didn't spend any to get more juice. Yeah.
Right. Also, let's talk about how we do our damage as well, right? How do we do our damage? Remind me.
It's W auto, and then maybe E auto again, Q if it's up.
Literally just press all your buttons and then get all the double shots on the target that you want, right? So, did you get your double shots on the target you want? You already used 2 abilities.
Nope.
Did you even hit her?
I don't think so, actually.
I don't think so either, right? Let me see.
Yeah.
We didn't even hit her, right? So what happened?
Yeah, I hit the creeps. Yeah.
You had Q double shot only, so you couldn't win. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if you hit everything, playable. But somehow in multiple fights, you didn't get your full damage off.
Yeah.
Right? So you already know how to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think here I was trying to hit the Nico, and since she got popped, it like clicked the ground, and then it just auto the creeps instead of Kaisa.
Ah, you took it too fast.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
You're like, you need to be sure of your inputs, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like you wanted to hit Nico, but somehow she's dead. Okay? It should be like you could have waited to see if Nico dies and then go in, or you could have just like gone in at the same time, right? But something happened where your intention didn't match what happened in the actual game. Like where your Lucian ulti in bot, the intention was full damage on Kaisa, and it didn't hit, right? So it means we need to take it's a mechanical issue. Execution issue. The idea is good, the execution went wrong somewhere. Okay, so in this case, I think you just needed to wait a little bit. Okay, being patient, I think, is gonna help you make sure you get all the ability value that you need, right?
Okay.
And then you try to alert her with only one ability, you can't win, clearly, right?
For sure.
I mean, she's hitting you with everything. She has her W, her lethal tempo stacked. She's also stronger, right? We didn't even talk about that, but she's also stronger.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
You want to have threat, you need to do your full damage combo. And then you also need that combo to do actual damage, right? Okay, let's keep going. We're clearing side. Okay, let's watch this. Oh, you thought that was an actual Kai'Sa, huh?
Yeah. Actually, I think I knew it was Nico, but still, I was worried she's just gonna go ahead and like stun me right with, root me.
Yeah, how is Seth pinging you, bro? This is not playable.
Yeah,
that is not your fault, okay?
Yeah.
The other stuff, how we got here is our fault, but that fight is not our fault. What the fuck? You should mute that guy. That guy's rolling.
Go, and it reminds me of how sad society is now. So
yeah, it kind of is. Well, I guess League in general, it's always been like this, no?
Oh yeah, I mean, you'll see one of the games. It's wow, it might be the worst one I've come across so far. But that's a different topic. Yeah.
This elo is kind of a disaster. That guy's almost dead. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah. I think that's it died.
Kind of hard to see, but your Zoe landed a bubble, so maybe there was an angle there.
Yeah, I didn't know she had the bubble until like I saw that.
Until Kai'Sa was already 1 HP. Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't worry about that as much right now. We got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
But paying attention, like let's say for example, you have no damage. How does your team do something?
Picking off someone.
And how do you pick off someone? Oh, through CC. Yeah. How do we do that specifically? So that's the strategy. What's the tactics?
Tactic: having vision, seeing when they're alone, and then popping them like that.
Like, what tools do we actually use to make it happen?
My only answer would be vision.
So if you see them, they're caught. Like, how do we actually catch them?
By the people with the CC applying the CC.
Yes. Yeah. What are the abilities specifically? Like, I'm just asking what the abilities are.
Okay. Like the Evelyn Taunt or the Zoe Bubble.
Yeah, that's it.
Or a Mundo Cleaver.
That shit's not gonna do anything, I think. Right?
Okay.
Realistically speaking, I don't think that's gonna do anything here. Like, if we can only play the game through the bubble and charm right now, who do you look at to see if we're making a play?
And Eve.
Zoe and Eve, right? So if I look at Zoe and Eve, I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, oh, Eve. Oh, did we do something? Nope. Okay. There's a bubble here, and she just hit someone, right? And that's how you'd be able to notice this. That's the only way we're gonna play the game. It's similar to your Alistar is going in with the combo, right? And that's what you look at. Don't look at the minions.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't worry about this yet. I think maybe later. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, okay. So we're both pushing mid. You're keeping Kai'Sa here. That's really good. She is 10 times stronger than you. You'll notice something interesting here. After killing these minions, I think you just misclicked. Sorry, I thought you were trying to fight her, but you're just trying to get the minion.
Definitely. Yeah.
You're just trying to get the minion. Okay.
Yeah.
And then move top. Good. I mean, we need to take a look. Oh, maybe playable. Nope. We're about to fight. Oh, I think there's a lot of panicking going on, right?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
That for sure was a panic situation.
What is going on here? Okay. Something like this happens. How are we supposed to react?
Go towards Zoe and then do a full combo.
Do full combo. Okay. And how do we know how we're supposed to react?
Well, kind of the point you brought up before about like she has a lot of escapes that can dodge a lot of my main damage, my ult. So baiting those out before ulting.
Yes. So part of the PvP here is, do you know what she's gonna do?
Yeah.
Right. And then do you know how to do what you want to do, which is the full combo part? Okay. I think we're missing two pieces currently, which is first, we're not even doing our full combo. Okay. And the second is, I don't think you know what Kai'Sa's doing. Right.
Yeah. Right.
So, for example, do you know where Kai'Sa's ulting to and all that stuff, right? Because if you're Kai'Sa's perspective and you see that Zoe, there's only one spot you're ever gonna ulti to.
my god. Yeah.
which is
such a good
up
point.
here.
Yeah, right there.
Right?
Yeah, away from the Zoe. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you could kite towards Zoe, right? Using your full combo.
Mm-hmm.
Hold your ulti, Zoe lands the bubble, we can kill her, right?
Mm.
But I think we're like super panicking right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So you need to relax. Who cares? You die. Just die.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Right.
Die with sums. But the worst is to press all your buttons and then we just like what's it called? Like you press all your buttons and then the outcome is like, I don't know. Good luck, right? Like you want control over the game. You want the outcome to be exactly what you intended. Okay. So if you're like flash bearing, ulting sideways just to like try and escape or something, I'm not sure exactly what outcome you're looking for, but it seems pretty random, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think a lot of the theme of our game so far is like control over the game as well, right?
Right.
How much control do you have over the things that's going on around you / how you use your character's abilities to get exactly what you want? Did you use your abilities to get exactly what you want, or did something go wrong, right? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, now we're just waiting for them to dive, to be honest.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, so same thing here. Okay, was this ult exactly what you wanted?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Right?
I know in this moment I thought Vi was gonna go past the creep and go after Zoe, but either way, that's still. Not
But
the
didn't
time to
happen
do
yet.
it. Yeah.
Right? So you need to wait. You be more patient.
Patience.
You want this ulti to do exactly what you want. Every time it doesn't, this is like your habit right now, right? You just immediately press R, right? So in order to work on this habit, it's okay. We need to make it more consistent. Or sorry, not more consistent. We need to make it more accurate. You are consistent right now. We're just consistently not doing the damage, right?
Yeah, right.
We need to be more accurate. Okay, more precise. Okay, we just lose. Okay, let's look at the next game. But that was just basically doomed from the beginning. Which of these you want to look at?
How about a game where I win and we could criticize what I do?
Sure. This Kaylin one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a classic. How do you play this lane? Boom! Bind. GG.
Yeah.
Down to just all in. Okay. This is almost a flash in. Not quite though. Ooh, you got baited. She has heal. So, was this the outcome you wanted?
No, I mean, ultimately, I wanted the kill. So no,
yes,
I didn't get the
you wanted the kill. Okay, so how come the kill didn't happen?
Because she had heal.
She had heal. Did you know what she was going to do in response?
I did not know. I did not know. Heal. Like
right?
That's something I did not pay attention to. Yeah.
So if you want to outplay heal, you need the actual headshot, right? And to get an extra auto. So you should have kited forwards in the beginning, but don't worry about that. Okay, it's just we're just trying to match our action with our intention with the outcome. Okay, one to one mapping right now, which is did it do exactly what you wanted to do? I think half the time, actually most of the time, what you're trying to do does not actually happen. Like, you want to do full damage illusion, didn't actually happen, right? You wanted to hit them with culling, didn't actually happen. You need to take your time. Well, this one was just like a trick, but for the other ones, you need to take your time with your abilities, okay?
Okay.
Let's take a look here. Okay, I think we hit a bind and we're just chilling. Okay, I think here you're just like, we're walking up for fun, right? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm also trying to posture to like, okay, you can't just freely just finish off Morgana over here.
Like, I like it. I like the idea. But you'll notice something when Morgana's out, what do?
We keep walking forward.
Exactly, right? Your intention was, I'm trying to get Morgana out. She got out. What did you do next? Kept going forward, right?
Yeah.
So something is strange here, okay? When helping your teammates, you mind control yourself somehow. I just want you to pay attention to that, okay?
Okay, for sure.
Maybe it's when you help your team, you have an exact goal in mind. You should have an exact goal in mind. Once you meet it, we're done, right? You're like, I'm just trying to make it so Brand doesn't auto her, and then he doesn't auto her, we're out, right?
Right.
That could be something that helps.
For sure.
Oh, that's awkward here. Did you notice what happened here?
Yeah, I had a headshot and I didn't hit him. I clicked the minion.
Yeah. So
I
again,
noticed it too late. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't cancel it, right?
Yeah.
Some mechanical ideas. One way to help with this is you'll notice how you're clicking here.
Yeah.
Let me slow it down, and I think you'll notice something interesting. Okay, watch your clicks. So, what did you notice?
I think I clicked the minion. I was right clicking on the ground to move.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you?
Yeah,
How do you
and
feel about this?
I mean that's not good because clearly it's making me click and make mistakes.
Yes, right. So
Yeah.
you want to hit him, and you clicked 5 times towards him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So too much clicking.
Well, not that it's too much clicking, but where are you? Where do you want to be clicking?
Away from the minions.
If you want to move towards him,
Uh-huh.
how should we click?
Just directly towards him.
That's exactly what you did, though. That's exactly what you
Yeah.
did. So where in this entire screen do we want to click?
Um, is it better to click closer towards myself, towards his direction instead of farther
Yeah,
away?
like this, right? Where you always hear.
Oh.
I mean, if you watch infinite amount of videos, you're like, oh, click closer to your character, have more control, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to click as close to your character as possible. You don't want to like overstep or misclick on something, or you know what I mean. So
Right.
you want to get closer, or just get a little bit closer. That's okay. You don't have to click here to get closer, right? And then you want to hit
Yeah.
him, actually hit him. So you're just doing
Right.
this, okay? Instead of doing this.
Okay.
So I think part of it is our how we're controlling our character. I think is like because there are a few times you're trying to hit Kai'Sa and you hit a minion, or sorry, try to hit was it Nico, and then you like hit a minion or something, right? Because
Right,
Nico's
right,
already
it was.
dead.
Yeah.
A lot of times this happened, I think. So something
Yeah.
to think about. So you see how you're clicking like next to your character. Ready? This
Yeah.
is really good. Except
Okay.
the whole like clicking around in a circle thing, but that's whatever. Like this clicking close to your character to move down, very good.
Yeah.
The instant you try and click on brand,
Uh-huh.
let me show you how you do it. Something becomes strange. You click 5 times and then you try and hit him, right? Like,
Yeah.
No, you want to click from here and all the way to here, like this to this,
Yeah,
this to
okay.
this. Okay, no clicking in between.
For sure.
Okay, let's keep going. Oops, sorry. I think I'm clicked the wrong button there.
No, you're good.
Okay. Oh, nice dodge in the center queue. I don't know if you saw though.
I did.
Instinctive dodge.
Mm-hmm.
That brand's about to W you, bro. Okay. You pressed Q on the minion. That guy was about to W you. They're saying enemy jungle is coming. Sure, I mean, I guess you could ward. Yep.
Yeah.
Ward try. Good. And then resume pushing. Sure. This guy's dead. Hey, yo, Morgana. No bind. GG. All right, Echo's here.
Yeah, I saw it go.
Yep. I think we're out, right?
I don't remember.
We are giga out.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Not bad. We'll take it. They ran it back. Morgana killed herself.
Yeah.
Timo's gonna kill everyone. Let's go, Timo. We kill everyone here. Oh, this is sad. That's okay. Okay, pull the wave. We're chilling.
Yeah. So like what
Okay,
that was my
good.
call here. Instead of trying to engage,
we go home.
Yeah,
I mean-
just CS and then go home.
Yeah, I mean you have no mana, so
Yeah.
and you have no splash, so I mean this is all him, you know. You try and distract them, but this is all him for the most part.
Right.
All right, we gotta go home though. They go home, we go home. You don't go home
Okay.
here, we can't lane. So you didn't go home here, we can't lane. But if you can crash this, we can go home. But you
Yeah.
can't crash this. So
Okay. So could
So-
you give me then advice on like I'm always battling in my mind of like when's the right time to go back, and it's
Yeah.
like okay I can deny it a wave here if I slow push it here, or I should try to crash it, but I feel like it's always doesn't work out that well.
you should definitely try and crash it, right?
Uh-huh.
Because they're basing currently, right? Let's go back.
Yeah.
So we do all this happened, the gank. Okay, they're like, okay, we have to go home. Team was here, right? So you can either base right now, and then the wave is pushing towards you, or kind of, right?
Yeah.
The wave's in a good spot, or you can just push it all in. Both
Yeah.
are good, but you have to pick one. But you can't just not base.
Okay.
Okay, you have to pick something, but you can't just not base. So here, if you like if you wanna stay and then crash the entire wave, you can do that. But not basing is a problem, right? How come? You don't try and
allows
push this
them to
kid in.
reset. I'm
Yeah.
not getting my items. I'm also low on health. Yeah, it already puts them at an advantage the moment they come back.
Yeah, the moment they come back, they just win the lane, and then
Yeah.
what's spawning soon.
Drake.
Yeah, so they're just gonna push you out of lane and then do dragon, and it's like, okay, we lost dragon for free. That makes no sense, right? So yeah, we have to find a way to base. The takeaway here, I think, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you can't find a way to base, we have a problem. You're not even basing here.
Yeah. True.
So yes, okay. So classic is if they base, you need to find a way to base. Okay, by default, 90% of the time. There's like exceptions where we don't base, but they're very very few. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you need to find an angle every time they base. You also need to find your time to base. Even when you kill them, that's them basing, right? So when you kill, it's push and then go home usually, right?
Right. Right.
Teemo basically killed them, right? He made them go home.
Yeah.
Kill in quotations. So
Okay.
okay, this is not laneable, so I don't know what the rest of this is, but we can't do
Yeah.
anything until you go home. Okay, we went home.
Right.
Good. We also still got the dragon, which is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Oh, nice try. You can how do actually I want you to think about why this didn't hit. You wanted to hit EQ here, right? How come it didn't hit?
I'm not sure. Just I didn't aim it properly. Predicting,
Okay,
stomach movement.
anytime you're not sure, you need to think about from their perspective.
Okay. I guess they know there's no vision, so they're not gonna go in.
Yeah, she can't see shit, right? She's not gonna face
Yeah.
check. So from her perspective, watch this. From her perspective, okay, well, she has lost a war. They hit one time. Okay, that's it, right?
Oh, and
So
she, just
she
got
didn't-
hit, so she got scared and then walk off. Yeah.
Well, she lost vision,
Right.
so she can't even keep going. And then she
Yeah.
got hit, and then she got hit from no vision.
Yeah.
And she's like, all right, whatever. This
Yeah.
is done. So the key to hitting the stuff that you want is knowing what your opponent wants. Right, like your opportunities to hit the Kaisa on Lucian is, Kaisa wanted to hit the tower. Kaisa wants to
Yeah.
hit your team. Okay, the opportunity to hit Senna is what does she want, right? Or maybe if
Right.
she's just binded, then you could just hit her and she can't do anything.
Right. Right.
Okay, they face checked a trap and Morgana's AFK. This is kind of awkward. Okay, let's talk about this. What happens if you try and fight without your support hitting their ability first?
They're kind of useless.
Can't win.
Yeah.
So what happened here?
Yeah. Morgana just walked up next to me as the brand ult's going off. It's just popping off. They're getting all their spells off, and yeah.
Wait, we still got to kill. What the fuck?
Yeah. But,
Okay,
that's because I was able to get so much damage off on Senna during this whole time.
Yeah, and they didn't block or anything.
Right.
And Morgana hit the bind. I don't know if you saw it. She hit the bind, the long
Oh
range
yeah,
bind.
yeah. True.
But you hit you ended up you aim Q on Brand. Did you hit Brand?
I don't remember.
You didn't, right? Who'd
I
you hit
Senna.
instead? Yeah. The fight was so random. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is completely out of our control. Everything is out of our control so far. Okay, so how can we keep things under our control?
Doing things more intentionally.
You definitely did things intentionally. She stepped on a trap. You full combo her. That's what you wanted.
Right. Yeah.
How come it didn't? How come this didn't look that good?
I think because wait, what do you mean that this combo on Senna didn't look good, or this fight?
This situation. Look, you full damage combo, and then this happened.
Right.
Why is everything going sideways?
I mean, because I'm CC'd here. Yeah. And they're getting their full combo on me now.
Okay. This is a classic pattern, right? What happens when you aim the support with all your damage?
Then I don't have all my damage to give to the other person, the carry.
Yes, the carry, right? And in 2v2 all in, you must aim the ADC. Okay, so if you
Okay.
use everything on the support, they will. The next step they will do is what?
They'll go all in.
On you. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what they did, right? Brand's like, fuck it,
Yeah.
this Kaylin has nothing, right?
Right.
So what does it mean? What does it mean for us?
Our priority should always be Brand in this situation.
Yes. So
Not blowing everything on Senna.
what ability did you use that made things hard to play?
EQ.
You actually didn't even Q, by the way.
Oh,
I
never
don't know if you
mind.
noticed. You just pressed
my
E.
E.
But apparently E is enough for you to not be able to play the game, right?
Yeah.
So E is
True.
your playmaking tool, okay? Q is your damage,
Yeah.
but E is your playmaking tool, okay? Let me use the bathroom real quick. I'm BRB.
Yeah, go for it.
But watch this, and then I'll come back and rewind.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, I'm back. So, what should we have done when Senna stepped on the trap?
When it sent us that, I should turn on the brand.
Oh, yep, I like that. So let's say, watch, let's ready. Senna steps on trap. Hit brand. I'm down.
Yeah.
Right? And then how would you
Right.
hit him? EW, EQ, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's fast forward. Slow push crash. We do anything on the crash? We should try something, right?
True. I think here I'm like, I don't know where Echo is. Just being safe. Yeah, mid laner's also gone. So
Well, you know where he's not.
yeah,
Look at this. We have like infinite
true.
vision.
true.
So we should try something. What's the something?
Poke.
Good. How do we poke?
My Q. Morgana landing a Q. Combo
Yeah.
like that. Just
Exactly.
trying something.
And then when do we poke?
When they want something like this cannon right here.
Perfect, right? So when the cannon walk up, pressure with Q. Call it a day,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be doing something,
Right.
okay? And this is actually the inverse of that Lucian game. When you're getting pushed in, you need to know how they're gonna try and hit you when you want a minion.
Right.
When you're pushing them in, you need to know how you're gonna hit them when they want a minion,
Right.
right? It's the exact same concept, right?
Yeah.
So it's good to see that we're pretty much the same on both ends. So now you can, I think it would be pretty effective for you to work on. I think for laning phase at least, right?
For sure.
This is probably the main thing in laning phase. That's awkward. Okay, how come this didn't hit? Pretty obvious.
I mean, he just walked back the moment he saw me trap.
Yeah, what is he trying to do here?
He's trying to get his spells off onto Morgana.
Yeah, which one actually?
His W.
Just W poke. He's just trying to W poke.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to punish this, how would you do it?
I'd wait till the casting is going off.
Okay, sure. And then you hit what?
Probably my E.
Yeah, EW. Okay, so
Yeah.
WE is your E is coming out too late. The E is the hardest thing to
Right.
hit. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the timing that's most sensitive. So you need to make sure you use it first or trick them into it somehow. Right?
Okay.
You can't actually just hit them if you want to hit them.
Right.
Like there, you just want to hit it with net, it's never gonna hit. Similar with the Senna thing. You want to hit it with net, it's never gonna hit. Okay, you need them to
Right.
like get tricked into it somehow.
Okay.
Let's fast forward
That's a
here.
really good point. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, how come this hit? That was very
Because
clearly
you
a
just-
good
you-
hit.
Right there, you started casting spells.
Exactly. You start casting everything on Morgana.
Yeah.
Guaranteed hit. Perfect timing. Okay. And he stepped on a trap. Nice. Perfect timing. Oh,
Yeah.
you missed the trap on the center there, but that's okay. Actually, it was another kill, I think. But this guy's dead as hell. What is he doing?
We're just
Yeah.
waiting for the Ari to come. I think.
Yeah, he's just dead. Oh, no. Oh, I guess Ari couldn't find it. That's fine. All right, Crash, go home. Good. We have Collector. Good. Okay. Pulling is fake at this point of the game. Okay, how come?
Okay. Wait, what do you mean pulling?
Pulling the wave. Like this. Like we're freezing, right? We're pulling the wave.
Yeah.
What happens if you try and pull the wave past the 10-minute mark?
I honestly, do they just roam?
They do. And what do they do on Rome?
Get kills.
They kill your entire team, and what do
Yeah.
you get? You deny one wave. Okay, how is this? How is this? Is this a good trade?
No, not at all.
No
Pull the
way.
turn's terrible.
No way. And okay, so think of it like I'm sure you've taken math, right? Like, do you remember your
Yeah.
calculus, like limits and shit? Okay.
Yes.
The beginning of the game, if you can zone level 1, how good is this?
So good.
So fucking good. All right, 50 minutes in the game, and Baron is up. If you freeze this wave, how good is this?
So good. I'm
Wait,
kidding.
with
No,
terrible.
terrible.
Right? Yeah. Same thing. Okay. The later the game goes
Yeah.
on, the less this makes sense, right? Because
Right.
one move can win the game.
Right.
The later the game is, the more effective a move is, because people have more items, people have more move speed, people have more
Right.
abilities and whatnot, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, you cannot pull the wave past a certain point. Okay, this is just allowing
Yeah.
them to do whatever they want, right? They can
Right.
creep in here, for example. You have no idea. They could
Right.
base and go topside. You have no idea. Like, the only way you can get information is to do what?
You push and get vision out
Push.
there.
Yes, push. You see who defends, and then you can go ward as well.
Yeah.
So this pull just makes you guys AFK. They could go top here. We have no idea. I have no
Right.
clue if they based and went top here, right?
Yeah.
In fact, look, Senna is now mid, and then they're pushing mid in together. I mean, I know your Ari's in base, but if Ari was in lane, then they would have been she would have been pushed out because Senna was there. Now Morgana's
Right.
based. We still don't know what they're doing. I have no
Right.
idea what they're doing. Are they coming bot? Are they 2 people bot? Are they playing the Herald? I have no clue, right?
Right.
So if we fast forward here, all of a sudden they're all playing topside. You need to push and hit the tower.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Push, hit the tower. Good. Looks like we didn't get punished. But yeah, that was could have screwed your team over, low key.
Yeah.
Okay, went home. You get another wave and you go home. Sure. And IE, go path towards the dragon. Good. Nothing going on. Go hit mid. This looks like a... Oh, okay. That was a nice charm. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. You seem lost. You seem
Yeah.
lost.
I'm trying to not die and also try to do damage. And I'm
Okay.
like very terrified of all their CC. So I'm like staying back. And I don't know which angle to go. And then, at the one point you can see like decide like, oh, maybe I'll just go mid. And I see they re-engage. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe
There
I'll
is...
fight.
This is exactly... Here, I'll see if I can jog your memory here. What happened up here?
Yeah.
And we said something we could talk about.
At top?
If there's any way we're gonna play the game, it's through this. It's through what? We talked about tactics.
Oh, yes. We talked about the CCs from our teammates. Yeah.
Okay, yep. And then if we're ever gonna play the game, it's through the Zoe bubble or the Eve charm. Okay.
Right.
Now
and here's Morgana or the Ari charm.
that is exactly correct. Okay. And does Timo have anything? No. A Shroom maybe. Does Caitlyn have anything? No. Okay. We're playing through the bind and the charm. Now,
Yeah.
let's watch. What are our bind user and charm user doing? So, what do you think is gonna happen next?
If she has charm up, she's gonna try to charm.
She's for sure gonna ulti charm. Okay. So, what does that mean for us?
We wait for the charm,
And then we do what?
and then we fight whoever they charm.
Yeah, hit whatever you want. EQ,
Yeah.
EW, whatever. I don't care. Okay, let's get next to Ari. Let's go. Here it comes. Oh, ulti charm. Hey, yo, where do we go?
And
so
then we
now
went
you-
the other- away.
So now you get it, right? If we want to make a
Yeah.
play, it's through something. It's not going to be through you. Why is it not through you?
Right. Because I'm not the one, the playmaker here.
You ain't got shit. Yeah. I mean, when are you the playmaker actually?
When I'm doing damage,
And when is that?
when after the playmakers CC somebody.
No. When do you become the playmaker? When do you become the Morgana bind or the Ari charm?
Like afterwards, I follow up with my traps and my combos.
No. So right now, the strength of this team is the bind and the charm, are the defining traits of this team in the mid game.
Right.
Okay, when does the defining trait become you?
In the late game,
Okay, yeah. How many items?
when I'm like full stacked,
Okay. How many items at a minimum? We'll say.
3.
Yeah, I would say 3. Okay, and then
Yeah.
you hit them with a headshot or a trap or a net. You can instantly kill a carry, right?
Yeah.
Then you become the person to follow, right? So until then, you need to pay attention to who are the playmakers on your team. How are we gonna get shit done as a team? It's these guys. Okay, you
Right.
need to combo off them, or if you think they're giga inting or they have nothing, we gotta push mid. Okay, but they clearly have something. Ari clearly is ulting in for a charm, right? So we gotta follow her. It's the same in reverse. Who are the giga playmakers on their team?
The Brand, the Senna, and the Echo.
Brand stun, Echo root, Echo ult with W, right? That's it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You're watching these 5 people play the game, and you assist them or counter them. So you're gonna use flash for the brand stun or the Echo ult or
Right.
whatever, and then you're gonna use this to follow up on your team's stuff.
Right.
Okay, that's basically the mid game in a nutshell, or the PvP in a nutshell at least. Right. So you
Right.
need to hit the Q on that brand at a minimum.
Yeah.
Right. So here, if we're not hitting anything, right? On the charm, did you have an opportunity on the charm if you were next
hell
to
yeah, I
her?
did. Yeah.
And do you have an opportunity on the bind? We actually hit both.
Oh, yeah.
so
definitely.
so what happened, right? We didn't do our job.
Yeah, yeah.
That's basically it. And then you're like trying to do it by yourself. So
Right.
you did get a good result, but it was 10 times harder, I think,
Right.
for no reason. So yeah, that's I think an easy takeaway in these mid games. You have no damage. This is true. You need to pay attention to the people on your team who are the most useful members, so you can combo off them. Okay.
Okay.
So next time it's not even gonna be a, oh, you're dead here. We saw spoilers, but this is a Pantheon ult, right?
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a Pantheon ult, right? Eee, we are dead.
Yeah.
So what happened here?
Yeah, I just didn't respect that Pantheon's missing. I'm overextending. My teammates are not nearby. I just see like so many reasons why this was such a poor choice.
Yeah, what were we doing? We're doing dragon, right? Go do dragon.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, you can stay and try and get another wave, but
Yeah.
getting the tower is not the objective.
Right,
Right.
right. And I remember clearly here, I accidentally E'd the wrong way. But either way, that's
yeah,
still
yeah.
not. I'm dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, maybe you could like outplay with trap E or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
if you didn't even know what's coming. So
Right, and I was being greedy, like, oh, we're getting Drake. It's clearly they got it. It's going to be uncontested. Why don't I push mid? But
True, I
I'm
like
not
that.
I'm not respecting the threats that can just totally shut
yeah,
that idea down.
exactly. They're enemy engage. Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing here. Honestly, we're like hitting the tower for fun or something.
Right.
I mean, this game's a wash. I mean, both games are over in like 15 minutes. No.
Yeah.
Both games are basically done in 15.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let's watch this. This is kind of a spicy fight. We should talk about this ulti, though. How do you feel about this ulti?
I think it's fine. I wasn't using this to execute. Was just trying to apply damage and just like scare them off a bit. Yeah.
But after we talked about stuff today, what would you
Yeah.
rather be doing instead?
Oh, for sure, being more patient with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what are we see who's on our team here that's trying to do something?
Yes, exactly. The Ari charm.
Ari charm, okay, it's
right
coming.
Here, here.
Within
Yeah.
2 ultis, it's coming. What are we supposed to do then?
Well, I'm sorry. What was that?
What are we supposed to do? She's gonna go in and charm again.
We follow up nearby, ready.
Follow
to,
up nearby, and then press
engage.
Q,
Yeah.
right? And then keep yourself safe. Maybe ward over this. So ready?
Yeah.
Did she hit the charm?
Yeah.
Right there. She charmed the Pantheon. Okay, you're supposed to combo off her. Okay, I don't care if it's a Q
Right.
or a trap or whatever, but we're not comboing off her, right? So that's why it feels like we're doing nothing in this fight. We did 0 damage. You did kill Pantheon, but we actually did nothing except for auto attack 2 times, right? You did ulti Senna, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's fast forward. Okay, so I guess the game is over, huh?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Pretty much. Okay, biggest takeaways from today. What do you think?
Couple things. It's knowing what my opponents are gonna do, and then what I can do against that or with that. Having intention, and being clear about that, and trying to make that outcome happen, and playing with my teammates, especially in the mid game, knowing like what they can do to kind of like either CCs and stuff, as well as being knowledgeable about my opponents and playing off or against that.
All right, so let's take these 3 ideas and we'll turn them into actionable things in game. Okay, so the first was knowing what our opponent is gonna do, and we'll say in laning phase. Okay, so how can we? When do we practice this habit of knowing what our opponent is going to do?
Being mindful of the state of like a creep and
Yes.
whether
Okay.
they're going to want it or not. Yeah.
So we'll say every time they want a minion or you want a minion, try and figure out what they want to do.
Okay.
Let's start from there. Okay.
Yeah.
So you wanted to hit that, right there. The instant you want a minion, he's gonna W you, bro. Right. That's why I was like, oh, he's gonna press W on you. It's because you wanted a minion. He wants a minion. That's your time to hit him. Okay. That's your time to Q him. Right. So every time the minion's getting low, it's PvP time. Okay.
Right.
Anytime a fight breaks out, it's PvP time, which is pretty obvious, right? And then, so yeah, every time you guys want a minion, figure out what you guys want to do. Okay, so like here, for example, you want a minion, that's still the same thing. What do they want to do?
Yeah. They want to fight. Or
Wait, they want to fight?
Yeah. Yeah.
What does Brand want to do? You want a minion? Okay, observe what they want to do.
Yeah.
What do they want to do here?
They're running off.
To do what? They want to go home, right?
To go back to base. Yeah.
Okay, then it's what do we do because of that?
We either push hard or go back to base. One
Exactly. Right? So
Yeah.
Knowing what they want, you can come up with your own plan. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, second. What was the second thing you said? It was intention, right? Playing with intention? Okay, so it's not that your intentions are wrong. It's that the execution is going awry somehow. Okay, so let's go to an example where that like the Senna example thing, right?
Yeah.
The Senna and the Brand trying to hit the net and whatnot. Like this, for example. Okay, and then you're like, all right, try and EQ. If you only focus on what you want, you will never hit it. Okay, so here this is very similar, tied to number one, which is what they want. So PvP is happening. You need to figure out what they want so you can hit your skills.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
And in this scenario, she wants to get away. So
Yeah,
I'm
she's
like,
done.
okay, there's no point in me throwing the net towards me because I know she wants to get away.
Yes, she's actually gonna go the other way. So if you actually EW'd, you would have caught her, right?
Right.
So if you need to read their mind. Okay, that's what I want you to do. Okay, in
Okay.
PvP, you need to read their mind so you can hit your stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the third thing is also tied to PvP. We said combo off your teammates. Basically, it's we do that because even if they want to do something, they can't because they can't move, right? So we'll say in the PvP scenarios, let's go back here to this like Ari and Morgana stuff. We'll say you guys are grouping. Okay, objective is about to spawn. You do a check. Okay, you press tab. Who on my team am I gonna combo with? Okay, if I combo with myself, it's gonna be net or trap. But who on my team am I gonna easy follow up on? Okay, so we will press tab here because they're fighting. We're like, okay, it's Morgana Bind and Ari Charm. And right now, I don't care if you die to the enemy team. We're gonna focus on attack first. Okay, because right now I think we're missing on our attack. Right?
Yeah.
You cannot defend without having a threat in the first place. Like you said, right? We need to have a threat on the enemy team. So we need to look at our teammates with the stuff and see how they're using it. Missed the bind? Okay, suspicious. Now we only play for charm. Okay. Oh, here it is. That's a Q. The charm's right here.
Right.
Ulti in, charm, and press Q. Right?
Yeah.
The instant it hit, we press Q. Right?
Right.
So that's the first step. Okay. The second step will be once you can follow up is enemy counterplay. They're engaged. Okay, so the classic is your team catches someone, Orianna 5-minute ulti over the wall, right? You've seen that a million times. Or Yone ulti over the wall. Okay, then we get to that step, which is we're looking for our play. How can they stop it? Okay. That would be like the Yone ult angle or the Nocturne ult angle or whatever. Okay, then that becomes defense. But right now you cannot have defense without offense. I think.
Yeah.
Otherwise we can't play the game. Right? Then you're just defending with no attack. Right. Okay. Do you think that makes sense in terms of implementation?
Absolutely. Yeah.
We group for objective.
Yeah.
Who are my teammates am I gonna combo off of? Okay.
Right.
So we can even practice in the in here, boom, right here. Who on our teammates are we gonna combo off of?
Vagar and Zillion.
Perfect. Yep. I'm waiting for a double bomb. I'm waiting for a cage, and then I'm gonna try and help him land it with traps and whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Graves can do his own thing. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's gonna do his own thing, right? Maybe you can combo off smoke screen if they have no movement. And then we're playing Jinx here. Who we combo off of?
Cho'Gath and Sona ult, and maybe
Sona
a Zero
ult,
if he gets it off well.
Sure. I like this Sona ult. The Zero is kind of hard to combo off of, right? But Sona ult is trap or zap. And you say Cho'Gath. Don't worry about top laners as much. They're not always in the fight. But your jungle is always in the fight. What is Viego got?
I honestly don't know Meiko that well. Does he have a CC?
Yeah, stun. Yeah, he has his fist.
Oh, okay.
You know, he charges up his fist thing and he throws it at them.
Okay.
So you want to combo off his stun. Okay, so you need to know what all champions do, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And then I mean, you look at this. It's all the same. Okay, well, how do you combo off this?
Senna, Silas, and then Nocturnal. But that's if it's in range. If it's too far away, then
Be specific though. I'm looking for the Senna W. Okay.
Yeah, Senna W. Yeah.
The Silas E, right? And then the Nocturne Fear. Okay, I'm specifically looking for that. Okay.
Okay.
You need to be as precise as possible. Okay.
Good point. Okay.
That way you can get the exact outcome that you want. Okay. I think these three things will help you for now. Okay. I want you to work on every time you want a minion, every time they want a minion, you need to divine your opponent's intentions. Okay. Yeah. PvP breaks out bot. You want to hit something, you need to know what they're doing first so you can hit it. Okay. Mid game grouping. You need to figure out who you're gonna combo off of on your team.
Right.
And then don't even worry about the enemy team for now. Like Zach engage. Yeah. Although obviously that is something we need to worry about. And I think we're not even there yet from the two games I saw. Okay. So yeah, that's IMO. The main things you should look at.
For sure.
We haven't even gone to like when we get our items, but when we get our own items, you don't even have to combo with teammates anymore. Then you start doing stuff by yourself. 3-item Lucian, maybe E auto, Q auto, one shot from Bush, right? You're playing Caitlyn, 3 items, headshot, crit, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be a champion mastery thing, but I don't even think the two games you showed me didn't even get there. So
Right. Okay.
What questions do you have before we call it?
No, I think you answered a lot of my questions. Yeah, in our interactions here, but I'm trying to think some on the fly. No, I think I'm good. I'll walk away with this.
Everything makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Very
and you
actionable. Very good. Very clear. Yeah, defined.
The most important part is going into the game and focusing on making the things we said a habit. Oh yeah, what's up?
Right. I do have a question. I remembered. Okay, so there was a situation. I had a game where I was extremely ahead as Caitlyn. Okay, I lost, but that was the one I wanted to show you. But the thing is, there was a precipice point where I'm like dominating in lane. I think the Caitlyn lost one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I get collector at 7 minutes. Okay, so that's
we're Giga 1. Game's over.
Okay, right. No, but we lost. Anyway, so there was a moment where I go back and I decide. I think it's around maybe the 5-minute mark. Getting more damage and just getting tier 1 boots. Or a friend was looking over this and thought it would have been a better play to get tier 2 boots so I could bully more aggressively. What would you think in this scenario would be the better outcome?
Let's do more damage. No, I don't think we need the tier 2 boots. This is just a waste of money. Low key.
Okay.
Well, actually, they have a pike, so you can argue, but I'm down to just try and maximum punish. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because the tier 2 boots is Swifties, which also got nerfed. So it's like, not ideal. I don't think you need it.
Okay.
But you can. Okay. I mean, you can. I think either way, it's not as not too important for us, low key.
Okay.
Right? Like, okay, the difference is how hard do you hit on bind, basically, right? It's trap Q, and then now your trap Q is stronger. But I'm more worried about this. This is you don't even know what they're doing. They're hiding in a bush, charging up Q, right? That's the main issue here, right? Straight up.
I was just being disrespectful at this point. I was like, dude, just go me and I'll just destroy you. But
they for sure kill you here, by the way. I don't know what the fuck this Jin is doing, but all they have to do is just all in you. You are dead. Pretty sure. Pyke also just like, I'm so confused actually. He didn't EQ immediately. He just like E towards Lux. I don't know what's going on here, but you're dead there for sure. So yeah. And then we actually ended up losing, huh? Let me see.
Yeah. Chase got ultra tilted, kept going in like 1v4. Kane kept chasing, and then they slowly came back. Yeah.
Let's watch this. Did we combo off Lux Bind?
We did not. No.
Okay, let's see.
I'm
watching my Lux here. Okay. You almost have headshot. I mean, this doesn't really look contestable. Queen is dead. Oh, we do not want to start these guys. Oh, okay, let's watch. Oh. You tried to hit the dragon there. You see that?
Yeah.
You do not want to start it because your Queen is dead. And then you try to start it. So actually, we should add a 4v5 idea to the things, to the main things we were talking about today, right? Is check your teammates. Teammates dead. Do you want to fight? Hell no. And then starting the objective is fighting. Okay, so you try to hit the dragon. That's fighting. And then we're Giga dead. So yeah, we're Giga dead. We got a pike, which is nice.
Very lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of super lucky. We out.
Yeah.
You missed the bind there. I don't know if you saw. She bind right there. You weren't paying attention, right?
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, I'm about to die. Yeah.
All right. You only auto attacked. Pretty sure the entire fight. So.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. Okay.
Auto attacked and E. That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. 3 items. This fight looks sus. Quinn is dead again. You're trying to ulti this guy's always gonna get blocked.
Yeah. Right.
You should just push mid. Okay.
Yeah.
Jace got mid already. Okay, we were lost because we didn't do anything, but whatever, it's fine. At least we didn't die.
Oh, that's where I remember I died here. Yeah.
Oh. This is champion mastery. Okay. What do you do with headshot?
You hold on to it.
Yes.
And then try to hit them.
Yes. So, did you hold on to it and try and hit him?
No, I wanted the creep.
Okay, then yeah. So then we have we lost all pressure on the wave. So then now he's just pushing for free. Whereas if you have headshot, he can't even Q the minions. Right? So yeah, we got hit by fourth Q bounce. Oh yeah. We're fucking dead. Yeah. Somehow we have 11 kills and we lost 1v1 on the mid wave, right? And it's just you didn't know what he was gonna do. Plus you didn't do what makes your champion good. Okay? Similar to the Kai'Sa Illusion game. You didn't do what made your champion good, full combo, and then you didn't know what Kai'Sa was gonna do. This is the exact same thing. The thing that makes your champion strong is the headshot crit, and you dumped it on a minion, and then he hit you with the grenade bounce, right? That's basically it.
Right.
So how do you want to play this? What do you think?
Holding on to my headshot for sure, and being mindful of his grenade bounce to either wait till it's done being bounced out. Like when I see him walking up, assuming he's gonna cast it and stepping away from the minions, so he can't get that off on me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you also just try to hit him with a normal auto attack. Is this gonna do anything?
Yeah. No, absolutely not.
Yeah. You need to hit him with a headshot, okay? Or threaten with net.
Yeah.
Okay? You zone him off the wave with a headshot, okay? I'm sure you don't need to see examples, but I have infinite examples, of course, of holding headshot on the mid wave. Yeah. Must hold headshot, okay? That's how we play the game. So this is the champion mastery part of the stuff we didn't talk about today. Did you find so far? Have you hit a single headshot off them? I can't even find an example.
I don't know.
Yeah, so somehow we're not headshotting. Over here, you did. Oh, good.
Okay.
Why the fuck did this do nothing? 25% chance to not crit.
I think he has. Oh, yeah, that I remember.
That's
my
crazy,
friend pointed
bro.
that too. He's like, "How did that not crit?"
That's crazy, bro. That is I don't know what to say. Okay, well this is unplayable.
To lose. Yeah.
Okay, fast forward. And we still kill everyone. I mean, this game is still won. I feel like.
Yeah. So this part where I was like, okay, it's winnable. Like, let's just go get Baron. Like, we just killed 2 of them, and then this is where we lose it. Yeah.
Okay. Some crazy shit's happening bot, sure.
Yeah.
You still need to get the wave though.
Okay.
You need to stack headshot. Okay, that's the main thing I'm noticing is the way you play the game on Caitlyn is through headshots, right? And how can we stack headshot here? Even if you want to go to this fight, you still need headshot.
Attacking the jungle creeps.
Yeah, hit these wolves, bro. You need to hit the wolves 4 times, and then you can do something.
For sure.
So here, chilling this guy with no headshot, that's actually not a threat. He's not scared of anything.
Yeah.
Okay, you hit the Baron, but you have no tank, so what's the plan?
Yeah.
Oh, Kane is busy jerking off.
I
see.
Me starting it would convince them to come, but...
Yeah, Kane is trolling. Okay, this is not your fault.
Yeah. He goes all in on...
That's fine. You need to hit mid, or you need to find a way to get a headshot, right?
Yeah.
Like this is all just games on how to get headshot. And I think ulting is just preventing you from getting it.
Right.
Oh my goodness. It's a disaster.
Yeah.
I mean, this Pyke should be dead. What's going on? Okay. How come we can't kill Pyke? It's all the same thing. I promise you. How many stacks do you have?
4. Yeah.
Okay, what do you do to get 5?
I could hit the bomb right there.
The blast cone. Yes.
Yeah, blast
cone.
So
all of this is how do we play by ourselves. You don't need Lux anymore, right? So this is all how do we play by ourselves. And the secret on Caitlyn is get headshot. Okay. That's basically it.
Okay.
So yeah, we're it feels like we can't do anything is because you're not stacking headshot, you're not playing through headshot. Oh, that's awkward. If you want to steal it, you need to wait until it's like 1K. But you have the right idea. You just hit too early, I think.
Right.
Yeah. You just hit too early.
Yeah.
Okay, let's watch this. Do you have headshot?
Nope.
What are we camping for? Exactly. You see, you're starting to see a pattern, right?
For sure.
We wanna help this Quinn. Do we have headshot?
No, we don't.
It's all the same. Okay, it's all the same thing. You net forward without headshot. Now you definitely have no headshot, right? What's going on here? Look at this.
Yeah.
You have 11 kills. Why can't you kill Jin? It's all the same thing.
Yeah, because I don't have headshot.
That's it. Okay, so this
And
entire
at this point,
replay
I was
is
so
just
tilted by this, everything that happened that I just didn't care at that last second. But yeah.
That's basically it. Okay, so
Yeah.
how to play with the money. That's an example of how to play with the money. Okay.
Okay.
Hold headshot on Kaylin.
For sure. That was really good. Like I didn't even recognize I was making that simple mistake. Super huge. Wow.
You did no damage the entire after 3 items. We did not. We headshot Jin one time, got unlucky.
Right.
That was basically it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas it should be you need to find at least 1 headshot every single fight, guaranteed.
Yeah. Damn. Can't believe I didn't think about that. My God. Yeah. I'm glad you watched that replay. That's
yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, that was my last question. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Then let me know if you have any other questions. I'm always on Discord.
Okay.
And let me know how the games are going, okay?
For sure. I sincerely appreciate all this and your time, and this was extremely helpful. So thank you.
I'm glad to hear.
Yeah.
All right, man. Take care. Go look in the games, okay?